Hi everyone, and welcome back to another week, another grocery haul. And this week, for a change, I've been to Sainsbury's. I ordered online. I had a £15 voucher because I swapped up some of my Nectar points, and I had a £15 voucher. And I am also getting a HelloFresh box this week because I have £50 credit on there from people signing up. So thank you very much if you're one of those lovely people that use my code to sign up. So the box of HelloFresh meals, we've got 4 dinners and it's only costing us £10. And 4 of that, I think, is delivery. So that's really good. So I thought, because I don't need an awful lot of meat and stuff, because as you know, I like to get my higher welfare stuff from Waitrose, I thought I would order from Sainsbury's this week because I've only got a few meaty bits, and the rest of it is kind of like store cupboardy and dry bits. So but I had a bit of a debacle with the delivery because it was meant to be here between 9 and 10. It didn't turn up, so I contacted them and they said it would be with me by midday. It actually turned up at 1 o'clock. So I wasn't overly impressed with that. I had no text message, nothing to say it was running late or a van had broken down or anything. Obviously, things happen. If a van had broken down or whatever, that's fine, but I think it would have been decent for them to let me know. But anyway, they refunded the delivery charge and they also sent me a £10 goodwill voucher. And then when the shopping arrived, I only ordered 2 frozen items, and that was 2 boxes of ice lollies, mainly for Henry because Archie chose trifles and he chose some ice lollies, and they didn't arrive, so they're going to have to refund those as well. And it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's ice lollies. We've got bits and bobs in the freezer, but yeah, it was all a bit of a mess anyway. So I never normally get that with Ocado or Waitrose. Nevertheless, the shopping has arrived. We have got food. So yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, it ended up being quite a reasonable shop because obviously I had the £15 off. So I think I only ended up spending 75 maybe or 80. I'll put the price on the end anyway, and obviously all the prices will be on the screen because I'm not very familiar with Sainsbury's prices, and also a lot of things were on the Nectar price deal, which was another reason why I thought I would order from them this week. So yeah, I will show you what I've grabbed, and then as always the meal plan will be at the end. And thank you very much for all of your lovely comments on my videos. Lots of you that watch haven't subscribed. If you wouldn't mind please hitting the button, it would be really helpful for my videos to get kind of pushed a bit further out on YouTube. They love an algorithm, they love a thumbs up and a subscribe and a comment and whatever. So yeah, thank you to all of those that always watch, bless you, and comment and chat to me. It's really kind. So yeah, I'm going to stop waffling really because, to be honest, I want to just get this video, get it away, and then have some lunch because it was meant to be here hours ago and I am hungry. And if you can hear, I've somehow managed to pick up a cold. All the hot weather we've had, I don't know if it's like a summer cold, if that's even a thing. That's what my nan used to say. I'm not sure if that is actually a thing or not, but I seem to have got a sore throat and a bunged up nose from nowhere. So yeah, anyway, enough waffling. Let's see what I grabbed from Sainsbury's. Okay, so as you know by now, another thing while I think of it is, I'm going to come around here quickly. One of my lovely American subscribers said to me that she's always wondering in the videos what this is. And this is a very retro 1970s-esque hatch, which takes you through to my very messy kitchen. We've got the bread bin and the coffee machine and stuff there because we don't really use the hatch unless the boys like to just like shout things through to me. And you can see my mum sent me that lovely hydrangea there, blue one, for my birthday. That was last week. So yeah, but yeah, excuse the mess. I need to do the dishwasher as well. Could have done that while I was waiting 4 hours for the shopping to arrive, but I didn't. I was watching Victoria instead on Netflix. So anyway, Duke's here for the ride. Say hi, Dukey boy. He's not been loving the heat, have you, baby dog? Been a hot sausage. but he's here because he's right here by the meat. That's my chair where I normally kneel. Anyway, we get on with it. So, fruit and veg, I have got a pineapple. Yanis is loving his pineapple at the moment. So I've got one of those, chop it up and he takes them to work. Got a bunch of the fair trade loose bananas there, which were 91p. Got some of the Taste the Difference strawberries. They look delish. Oh, they're from the New Forest, just down the road. Yeah, lovely. They look really nice. Didn't get raspberries because last week the raspberries were very, very smushy. They didn't last very well in Henry's packed lunch. So I've got red grapes instead. Archie requested some Granny Smith's apples. He used to love these. He went off them and now he's back on it again. So got some Granny Smiths for him to take to school. Also got some organic pears. They were on a nectar price offer. I do love a pear. So got some of those. And then also my absolute favourite is any kind of stoned fruit. I love nectarines, plums, cherries, all of those things. So I got myself some nectarines. And then there's not an awful lot of fruit and veg here because, like I said, I'm getting the Hello Fresh box, which obviously comes with all the veg and stuff you need for those dinners. So I've just grabbed a couple of red peppers. I am going to be doing a vegetarian chili, I think, for one of my vegetarian meals, which I'll have for lunches, probably. So I've got a pepper, and Henry wanted red pepper in his packed lunch as well. So I've got 2 of those. Our usual head of broccoli. I didn't get carrots because I've still got some in the fridge to use. And then also a cucumber. The organic one was only about 5p more than the normal one. So I grabbed an organic cucumber. And a bag of baking potatoes. They're really good size. I have got some smaller potatoes in the cupboard to use up, but these will be really good for lunches and bake. I love a jacket potato. So I got those. And then some more chilled bits. These innocent smoothies were on offer. So I have grabbed a couple of those, mango, apple and passion fruit. Archie requested, and then I thought this sounded really nice, blueberries, peaches and apples, so I got one of those. They were on offer for £2. And then I've also got an organic whole milk, a couple of these packs of trifles. Henry doesn't like these, unfortunately, because they've got cake in, and he doesn't like the texture of cake. But Archie loves these, so his choice was these. So I got 4 of those, and then Henry chose the ice creams, like I mentioned, but obviously they didn't turn up, so I'm not sure what he's going to say about that. And then I've got some clover just for sandwiches and toast. Got some British unsalted butter because I'm going to make some flapjacks. Some extra mature cheese, which we buy every week. And then I've also got some Baby Bells. Henry's been taking cheese strings, but cheese strings actually count as ultra processed because they put other things in. Whereas when I watched an interview, Dr. Chris or somebody, where's the ingredients? Pasteurized milk and salt. So they're not actually processed. So I got those instead of cheese strings. Henry said he was happy to have those in his packed lunch. And the bigger pack was on offer, so I got a big one. I think you get 12 in there. And then the meat, the only meat I grabbed was a couple of packs of the naked bacon, which is without nitrates. There's only 6 rashers in there, so I got 2 packs of those. 6 rashers will not stretch between 4 people, so I got 2 of those. Our favourite stuffed whole chickens. This one is a British chicken with pork, sage and onion stuffing. Let's see how that compares to the Waitrose one. Looks a little bit smaller, but then it was only £5 something. So that looks good. And then I grabbed these, Henry's choice of an extra dinner, because obviously we've got the Hello Fresh and the roast, but he wanted our Greek chicken salad thing that we do. So I've grabbed a couple of packs of these. They were on offer, smoky Caribbean style thigh fillets. So I'll air fry those and chop them up. I might only need 1 pack, but Yanis does like taking things like that for lunch. So I might do both, and then he can take some chicken and salad and flatbreads to work with him. So I got those as well. That was the only kind of meat items I got. I will put on the meal plan at the end what the meals are that we're getting from Hello Fresh as well. So you'll see those on the meal plan. But yeah, those are a couple of dinners we're having. And then some store cupboardy bits. I've got some organic oats there. I saw a thing saying if you can only afford to buy 2 things organic, you should do oats and rice, because apparently they use a lot of pesticides and there's a lot of residue left on the oats from the pesticides. So I bought the organic ones. They were a little bit more, but hopefully they'll be super tasty in my flapjacks. I've got an apple squash. I've got a high juice one because that's better than the normal one. It's got obviously juice in. It has got sweetness still, but it is 50% apple juice. And then I've got 1 tin of the beans with little sausages in for the boys. I've not had them in ages. And a couple of tins of peach slices for puddings. And then Henry really likes these fruit and oat bakes, which he takes for snack at school. So I got one of those. Got 1 pack of the dried mango for Archie, because I did pick some up from the pound shop, if you saw my pound shop haul. The breadsticks, we all like breadsticks. They were on offer for 40p, which is an absolute bargain. So I got those, and yeah, they've got really good ingredients. They're just flour and olive oil and yeast. So I got those. Shortbread fingers, again for a little treat. I thought I could just put one in a tub for the boys' packed lunches. And ingredients: wheat flour. These things are all just what they treat the flour with, so they don't really count as kind of additives. And then salted butter and salt and sugar. So they're really good. So if you're looking for a biscuit and you're not very good at making shortbread yourself, like I'm not, they're really good ingredients. So I got those. Couple of bags of rice cakes, mainly for Henry, although Archie doesn't mind a rice cake. Yanis hates the smell of them, so he has to leave the room if Henry's eating these. But yeah, they're really good. They're obviously organic rice and like fruit juice on them. Some of these tortilla chips, which are just corn and oil and salt, so they're really good as well. Boys just put a few of those in a little bowl and have those. And then I've got another jar of jam. Archie sometimes likes taking a jam bagel to school, which I'm aware isn't the most nutritious of fillings, but he does take fruit and stuff as well. Some onion gravy, and then I've got some honey I've got yogurt still in the fridge, Greek yogurt, so we're going to use some honey with that. And then I've got golden syrup for my flapjacks, and some British free-range eggs. These are the 15-pack medium. Ooh, they're white ones. Yeah, so I've got those. And then, this is not a nutritious cereal, although it is orange and not red. But Henry was begging me to get some golden nuggets, so I gave in and got him those. I've got some non-alcoholic IPA Lucky Saint beer for Yanis. And then the bakery, I've ordered this Black Sheep seeded bloomer. This has got no emulsifiers or anything in. It's just like a malted bloomer. Like I mentioned, Archie likes bagels, and I've been buying the what make are they? The like New York bagels or whatever they are. But these ones have got a lot better ingredients in. They have got mainly like sourdough and flour and stuff in, not like emulsifiers and bits and bobs. So I got those for him to try. I'm sure he won't even be able to taste the difference. So I got those. And then Henry requested some of these for his packed lunch instead of bread. So he's got some Warburton Thins. Of course, he wanted the white ones and not the brown ones. So I've got those. And then for our Greek salad, I've got a pack of the normal Deli Kitchen Greek-style flatbreads. And then also I saw these, and I thought me and Yanis might like these with our chicken. Harissa and honey. They look delicious. They had really good reviews. So I got those as well. So that is everything I grabbed from Sainsbury's for a change. And like I say, I'll pop the price on the screen. I'll pop all of that away. And then I will show you the meal plan, and I will include on the meal plan what we're getting from HelloFresh. But yeah, pleased to have a fresh stock of all of those delicious fruit and veg and some healthy snacks. So yeah, pleased with that. Quite nice for a change, although it was a bit of an admin nightmare. So not sure I will be a frequent Sainsbury shopper. I do love my Waitrose, so it'll probably be Waitrose next week. Or, well, I'm going to try and get over to the farm shop. So I might get some bits from the farm shop and then just do like a little top up in Waitrose. But yeah, that's everything I grabbed. Just realised as well when I was putting away the shopping, I didn't mention these. So I've also just got a Head and Shoulders 2-in-1 and also a sensitive face wash for Archie. So yeah, I just grabbed those. They were both on offer. I think this was £2.30 and this was like £3.50 or something. So yeah, I just realised when I put the shopping away, I didn't mention those. So I've also got those. Okay, and here is our meal plans. Today's Wednesday, and we're going to have the hot dogs and chips from last week because, sorry, the lighting here is pretty bad. Because I haven't used those hot dogs yet. So Yanis isn't here for dinner, so me and the boys are going to have hot dogs and chips. Thursday, we're going to have Hello Fresh meal, which is a pork and mushroom stir fry. Friday, we're going to have I've put Greek chicken salad. It's actually Caribbean chicken, but we're going to have it with feta and olives and flatbreads. So we always call it Greek chicken. Saturday, I'm going to have another Hello Fresh, which is chicken korma kebabs. They're like kebabs with korma paste and red pepper. And I think you have them with like chips or rice or something or salad. So we're going to have those. Sunday, we're going to have our usual roast and it's chicken. Monday, we're going to have another Hello Fresh, which is a Moroccan lamb. So it's kind of like a Middle Eastern inspired lamb with peppers and stuff in, and it's served with bulgur wheat. And then Thursday, we're going to have Hello Fresh, and it's a harissa chicken wraps. It looks kind of fajita-y. So we're going to have those. And then that will take us back to Wednesday again. I do also have some stuff to do, some vegetarian chili. And I still got the stuff for the vegetable tart. And I've still got some stuff for tuna pasta bake. So I have got some extra dinners as well. So I'll see how we go on the fresh stuff. Normally I've got dinner stuff left, but we run out of like all of the cheese and ham and yogurt and whatever. But like I mentioned, I am going to go to the farm shop. So next week I might kind of have a bit of a rummage, use up some of those extra meals and just get some fresh bits from the farm shop if you'd like to see that. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will see you all really soon in another video. Bye, guys.